3, 2, 1.
Yo.
Hello.
Yo. Man, this was a chore.
Oh my God, this
shit took forever.
This one almost made me throw in the towel again. Like,
oh my God, every technical difficulty. I can't even talk right now.
See, yeah, that's about
technical difficulties.
It's been a day. We've been trying to record for now 3 days.
Yeah.
I think the past 2 days I've just been exhausted. And then today the power goes out before, like an hour before I was supposed to get off of work. And then it was off for like 2 hours. And then I was like, okay, well, we're going to do it. We're going to do it today. We're going to go do this.
Yeah.
And, yeah, just big shit show. Big shit show.
For some reason, computers, they like to keep you on your toes. And we set everything up, right, to record. You set up all the gadgets, the headphones, the mics, everything's all set up. You put it all where it needs to be in the programs that it needs to be. And you turn off your computer. And then when you turn it back on, everything's not where it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
The computer says, not today, bitch. Not today.
Said trick you.
You thought it was going to be easy? You're going to have to work for this fucking podcast.
Oh, man. And what sucked was that you did your leg workout today.
Yeah, I went up and down the stairs.
Like 6 times at least?
Like, at least.
I was like, fuck.
I think I'm moving my shit downstairs. Fuck this. It's going up and down the stairs. I told Sarah, I said, give me a year. I'm going to have a fucking dump truck. A fucking ass for days. I'm going to have a fucking Brazilian butt lift. Going up and down these goddamn stairs. Who the hell said to get a 2-story house, man?
Yeah. Scoot up a little bit. Wait, hold on. I can do this, right? I can fix you, right?
You could turn it up.
No, I need to fix your camera.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Don't fuck with it. I'll sit up. You got to unlock it and all that shit. So that better?
Yeah. Your ears cut off.
Oh, well, we're using audio anyways. We haven't done a video yet, so.
I know. I think a lot of people are definitely missing that interaction. That's kind of fun too, but we'll get that. We'll get that. So, yeah. So it's been a ton of fun. I've had a lot of stuff that I wanted to talk about, and every day a little more gets added to the list. And as the stuff gets added to the list, like for each one that gets added to the list, about 5 of them drop off because I don't fucking remember. Like, what the hell?
Gotta take notes.
Man, excuse me. I don't even take notes at work. I'm like, damn.
I've been telling you to take notes. Make lists. Take notes.
I made sticky notes this time. And they were for naught because all our shit was all jacked up. What is it? We had so Saturday we did our own thing. How was your trip to Costco Saturday?
It was uneventful.
That's lame.
Yeah.
That's lame.
It was packed with people. I went over there, looked around. I mainly went over there to look at the shed that they had, But I just wanted to go. I wasn't looking to buy anything really,
So you never got to use the card to see if you needed to update it or anything?
Well, the card worked. It worked. I checked on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I went to the members service thing or whatever and asked them if it still worked, and they said it's good till May.
Okay. Well, I
So,
went.
but yeah, I went there. Just I wasn't even. I was well. I wanted to see if they had pillows, but they didn't have no pillows there. And then I just wanted
And
to look at the shed. And then I was gonna buy some stuff, but then I'm like, hey, it's just fucking expensive, bro.
we
You know.
we've been needing pillows, and I'm so
So
glad that you got us
all I did
some.
was all I did was got a piece of pizza and a hot dog. That was my lunch
And
at
a so
Costco
and a soda, because that comes
and a
together.
soda
Yeah, it's a combo.
combo.
It's a combo.
Mm.
So, for me, I decided to go back to our old side of town and go spend some time with one of my best friends. I hadn't seen her since like October. I think it was sometime in October. So I got to see her. I got to see a few of her grandbabies. Um, I didn't get to see her granddaughter in person, but I got to see her son. He FaceTimed the baby, and the baby was in the little bathtub, and she's just kicking. And I was like, okay, they need to put her in swimming classes. She was already ready to go, and they were gonna have
Mm-hmm.
a birthday party for Laura's oldest son. And she said that we could
Mm.
have gone back, but I'm like, because by the time I went from her house and then I went to her mom's house, and by the time I left her mom's house, I was already falling asleep. I was tired, and that was like at 5 o'clock in the evening. I was like, I'm ready to go home, so I made that drive home. We
But
had
that's back where we used to live. That's fucking, you know, that's a 45-minute drive.
Yeah, but it was fun. We had a lot of fun. And then so what people don't know is that the idea of me having a podcast, this started with me and her. This started with me and Laura, and we had all these great ideas, but we just never really pulled the trigger.
What was it
And
called?
oh, why'd you ask me that? Hold on.
It was supposed to be done in a car.
Oh yes. Oh man, we even set up the sound effects for it. Like it was just
Like you're
perfect.
getting into a car, you hear
Yeah,
the
the
chiming of the door
like ding ding
open.
ding, and then she would turn the. We recorded it so many times until we got that perfect sound, and it was perfect. Oh, I'm gonna look it up and see, but yeah. So me and her, like that was it. Like she and I were supposed to do it. So I told her we were sitting there having just talking and just like we would normally do, and her boyfriend's there, and we're telling him like, dude, literally, we would just sit in her car in her driveway for hours just talking, just shooting the shit, and
The
he
crazy
was
thing is, the crazy thing is that you could shoot the shit, right, and you could talk and just conversate, you know, at any time. But as soon as you put a label on it, or like or try to schedule it, or say that it's for something, you could never get it to happen.
oh,
You know,
it was called So I Said.
hmm
That's what it was. And we
like
like So I
like I said,
Said.
you can never get it to happen once you said, "Hey, let's make this a podcast. Let's do it on this day, or let's schedule it, or whatever."
Yeah.
There's always something, you know, somebody, you know, is doing something or doing that, but it's like you do it all the time, right? You just sit there and you talk to your friend or
On the
whatever
whim. That's on a
on a
whim.
whim. Yeah,
But
but yeah, and then but as soon as you want to put it on a podcast, and you want to, and you got to like schedule it and shit like that, it never can come together.
yeah, it's just it was a chore and nobody wanted to do it.
Yeah,
Everybody else
nobody wanted to do it.
had other things going on. But yeah, so we were just sitting there shooting the shit again, and I was like, that's it. You need to come on. You need to be a part of this podcast. I need you on here to branch out to do the things that I have wanted to do with this podcast. I need her. I need her. So
But that's the thing, is that she never wanted to record it, you
Well,
know?
because the vision at that time for me was that everything was going to be on YouTube, and she didn't want to be out there like that. She just didn't. Now, her voice is one thing. So that's what I told her. I said, "Listen, I got this. What we're doing right now is we're recording, and it's just, I said I can put a picture of you that you want, whatever picture you want of you, and that's
Hmm.
it." And so she was like, "Okay." I said, "You don't even have to come to me. We use an app." And she was like, "Okay,
Yeah.
send me the app." So as I'm driving back to her mom's house, I'm going to her mom's house because I wanted to visit her. I'm sending it to her. I don't even
Uh,
get to her mom's house, and she's like, "All right," sends me. She's like, "This is my username and everything," and I'm laughing because I'm like, "God damn, you did that quick!" And she goes, "I didn't want to forget. I wanted to have that taken care of, and that's done." And I was like, "Okay, cool."
uh-huh.
So I told her boyfriend, like, "You're gonna have to give us some time because if she's sitting in her car doing this, like, you just have to leave her alone, like, because we're recording." And
Yeah.
but the stories that they had about their relationship should have me rolling. So, like, I don't want to spoil everything because I'm gonna let her say what she wants to say if she wants to say it, because I don't want to
Hmm.
put her business out there without her permission. But that shit had, I was like, it was that I cannot believe y'all are laughing. That's funny, but that should not be funny.
It's still going to hell thing.
Yes, you're going straight to hell. Straight. I always
Hmm.
say just join me. I have VIP. I got this.
That you laugh, you're going to hell type
Yeah.
of situations.
Yes, yes. And they're just cracking jokes.
Well, I guess what you need to do is say, look, hey, let's do a test, right? And you set up a test for the Discord and stuff, and make sure that she's coming through and everything like that, and that you could hear her and she could hear you and stuff like that. And then you just hit record and you don't say nothing.
Don't tell her
And
I'm
you tell her at the
recording.
very end, huh?
Don't tell her
You tell her
I'm
at the
like
end that you're recording. Say,
that.
oh yeah, man, just by the way, I'm recording this and I'm putting it out right
Yeah, this is the one that's gonna go. We're gonna go ahead and put
now.
this one
Hmm.
out there. Yeah.
Hmm.
But that's what I miss. That was, we always had such a good time. She and I, we 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 met when we were in junior high, the very last couple of weeks of and I'll let her tell that story. I'll let her tell it. I don't care. The last couple of weeks of our junior high year, 8th grade. And she never wanted to be my friend. She didn't like me. She just, like, I hung around people she knew.
She's a loser.
She didn't want to be my friend.
She's a loser.
I told her she loved me. I know she does.
Hmm.
I kept telling her, I'm your best friend. She was like, I don't have best friends. I was like, I'm your best
That's
friend.
the shit and that's crazy because I know we talked about this before about it being a small world and how you known her since that long, and then I met her before I met you,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and we were, I knew her before I met you through her sister dating a friend of mine, out of nowhere. And that there was a point where, me and you could have met before we met, really met, but it was like, it wasn't ready. We weren't ready.
Yeah.
I think if I would have met you back then, we would have never been together,
Yeah.
you know,
No.
because
I needed
you
to
were
go through.
crazy, wild and crazy.
There were things that I needed to go through that.
Those loose morals.
You like those loose morals.
Mm. Mm. But yeah, I was supposed to go
It
out with
made you blush. Those loose morals made your ass blush. You're like,
I was supposed to go out with that friend of mine that night, and I didn't for some reason. And that night, that's when he met your friend,
with me.
which is her sister.
Yeah.
Well, you met both of them,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. He met all three of us that night.
Yeah. And I wasn't there because I don't know why, but I just didn't go out with them.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, we had, yeah. she and I have known, like I said, I've always pushed on her, and I kept saying, you know, I'm your best friend. She's like, I don't have best friends. I said, you love me. She's like, I don't like you.
Mm.
And then like I like to rub on her, like slap her on her booty or slap her on her boobies. And I'm like, yeah. And I would tell her, like, you like it. You want me to be your girlfriend. And that's not my preference. But I play with her like that.
Yeah.
And she would tell me, no, I'm not her type. I'm like, the hell I'm not. I'm your type. And she's like, no, you're not my type. And it would hurt my feelings. I wanted to be her type. Not that I want. And then one day she did something. But she did it so seriously. She was completely playing, but she did it so seriously. It scared me that I was like, I'm not going to play like that no more. I'm not going to slap your boobies no more.
You wanted the mystery of it, but then when it was right there in your face,
I got nervous. Folded. I was like, I was just kidding.
You folded like an omelet.
I was like, I'm just kidding. Don't touch. I fell apart like those omelets we made the other day.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we couldn't make an omelet to save our life that day.
Nope.
They turned out to be scrambled eggs.
Yeah, they did. Oh man, that was funny. So yeah, I have so I can't wait for her and I to do this. Definitely.
That's the thing, man, is that what I'm scared of is that you say, hey, let's record or whatever, and it's going to be the same thing that it was. I'm busy, or I'm not going to be let's do it this day. Okay, let's do it. But then when that day comes around, it's like, oh man, I got something to do.
Well, I mean, the people want to hear Laura. They want to hear her side of things. They want to know.
Yeah, but she doesn't
was I sexually assaulting her in her eyes? They want to know these things. So she's going to want to come and be her, voice her thoughts on it.
Yeah.
Her ass will throw me under a bus in a heartbeat. Like, yes, she did it. I want to press charges. Oh man, we had so much fun. Like, there's just so many crazy stories. She's a lot of them I am so not proud of at all. But that's the great thing. Like, she and I grew up together. And that's she helped me be the person I am today. Like, I've always been proud of her. She was single mom, going to school, and she worked really hard. Like, she was always working, and very, very proud of her. And that's just so funny that she and I could talk about all the things across the board. We could talk about our kids. We could talk about men. We could talk about sex. We could talk about different lifestyles, different religions, all the things. I loved her. Like, she's so funny. She cracks me up.
You loved her. She's still around. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know her. She on the other side of the world. I never talked to her. I never thought I loved it in her. Mm-hmm. She gone.
She was such a good person.
She was good.
She was a good friend.
I liked her. I remember back then. Yeah. So, but it was a good time seeing her. And I got to see one of the boys. Yeah, got to hang out with her mom.
It was a weird weekend. It was a weird weekend. It wasn't the usual weekend. We didn't do any grocery shopping.
Oh, I know, we're starving.
Nothing to fucking eat, you know what I'm saying?
We're starving.
Sunday, we had people come over to visit, so that threw everything off.
Yes. So my friend Nadia came over, and you got to meet her husband Pete, and so they came over and they brought one of their kids, because they have 3 other kids, older ones, and so they brought the youngest one, and you made breakfast for everybody, and I took them around to the other houses and showed them some houses, and
you're trying to sell.
Yeah, I was trying to get them to come move into our neighborhood, but these houses are too small for them. They need big home. They need a bigger house.
Yeah.
And so I had so much fun. Listen, okay, so I asked her to give me a hand massage, and she was massaging my left hand, and I had no idea that my hand needed that bad. And that was just the left hand. She didn't do the right hand. And so, like, we're all four of us are in the living room. Mike's on his recliner, her husband's on one side of the sectional, me and her right next to each other. And so I'm like, massage my hand. And so she starts massaging my hand. And I'm like, oh my God, like, this is so good. I'm like, listen, massage my shoulder. And so she starts massaging my shoulder.
That's how it all starts. That's how it starts, man.
Those are those
massage,
movies.
Just massage, yeah. I've seen videos like that.
I didn't even look at you two. I bet y'all are just making some faces like, the hell is wrong with y'all? Because the noises that were coming from me, I was like, oh my God. Oh yes, yes. So she's massaging my shoulder. I was like, it's tight, huh? She goes, oh, you're real tight. Just fucking cracking up.
Hey, yo.
It was hilarious. It was so funny, but she did a great job. But it was funny because just like a typical, okay, first of all, I let her daughter play on my computer, and she would come out and she's holding her hand. She goes,
she was the one that probably touched everything and moved everything. She was over there live streaming probably.
Right.
Changing my damn audio and all that shit I had set up. About that. Wonder why my shit doesn't work.
She kept massaging her hand, and she was like, oh, my hand hurts. It's gotta get used to using the mouse. So so then here's Nadia. She's over here like, oh, my hand's hurting. I said, you're not used to massaging. Just get back to it. And she was like, yeah, just like a typical man, be like, oh, my hand hurts. My hand hurts. So yeah, that was funny. I had fun. But after she left, I was telling her, I'm so tired. Like, I'm really tired. So after she left, I lay down. I took a nap. I don't care. I had this guy tell me that I'm old because I take a nap. You know what? I know way too many people that will proudly say, bitch, call me older. I'm going to sleep. I'm taking my ass a nap.
Shit, ain't nothing wrong with fucking naps. I don't like to take naps, man, because if I take a nap, man, it's hard for me to get up. Like, I can't. I get so sleepy taking a nap in the middle of the day.
Ow!
Like, I gotta force myself to get up out of the bed, you know?
Yeah, I like naps. But that nap, I really felt like I slept for like 15, 20 minutes. And you're like, oh, you slept for an hour. I don't know if it was quite an hour, but yeah.
It was an hour because when I went in there, it was an hour.
So but I still felt like I could have slept more, and I was like, no, I better get up. I need to get up. So
that's the same here. It's like I couldn't get up, man. I get into that, and my body's just like, man, you're not gonna do anything anyways. Why are you getting up? Or all you're gonna do is get up and go sit on the couch and watch TV. You might as well just stay asleep.
So but at work, they've been having us. They're saying that they want us to work 10 like, not that they're saying it's mandatory, but they're highly encouraging at minimum 10 hours a week overtime. And I thought, you know what, I'll probably work on the weekends from time to time. I thought you were working. I will work whenever you work. Like, that was my thought. But when you said you weren't working
this weekend,
I was like, oh, you're not working. Okay. So with that being said, I never thought about working this whole entire weekend. I gave it not even a thought. I didn't even think about it. And then I regretted it today when the power shut off an hour before work was over. Before work was over, not before the time I was, because I usually try to get off at 6. Power shut off at 4. And then even when the power came back on, the internet still wasn't working because you had to reboot it. And like I said, he's my maintenance guy. He's also IT. So I can't.
Nope.
I had friends telling me, guys that I game with, and they're like, well, you just need to go. It sounds like you need to reset your router. And I'm like, yeah, I'm too short because it's way up in top of my
Even though there's a ladder in there.
Yeah, still too short.
There's a ladder in there.
It's funny because Nadia even said, if you ever need to reset something, it's this box right here. I think she may have been talking about the security though. So, but yeah, it was such a weekend. It's such a weekend. But I liked it. I was happy. I was glad to see some. I called
Mm-hmm.
Candace. She didn't answer. She didn't even return my call. I'm gonna cut her.
God damn it.
I'm gonna cut her.
God damn it. What's wrong with her?
Yeah, Candace.
Ghosted you?
She did. She did. I'm gonna be texting her. So,
Mm-mm.
I mean, there's just so many.
You know, when you move away, you find out who those real friends are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, there were like so many people that I wanted to call and go see, but I couldn't. I just couldn't because then I wouldn't be able to devote as much time with each and every one of them like I did like with Laura. With Laura, me and her we went and grabbed a bite to eat and brought it back to the house. We could eat. We enjoyed, each other's company eating. Then going to go see Nana, which is her mom. I went to go see Nana, sat down, talked to her, and just, we just enjoying I wouldn't have been able to do that if I added more people to my list. And I have a list. There's Natalie, there's Eva, there's all the people.
Well, now they're gonna know that you were down in that area and you didn't go see them.
Well, will they?
So now
Will
they're gonna
they?
be butthurt.
Will they? Because we'll just see if they listened. They'll,
Mm,
and if they listen, guys, I'm really sorry. I wouldn't have been able
that's
to
what I'm
devote all the
saying.
time.
Those are the true friends. That's how you find out. Well,
Yeah.
the true friends are the ones that listen.
Yeah. I will.
Shit, I can't even get our kids to listen to the fucking
What?
podcast.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, did you
But then
hear
they
it?
want us to, oh, look at my videos.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at my live
Support
streams.
me. Support me.
Support me. Support your parents. God dang it.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing big things too.
We do it better than you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Where you think you learned it from?
right?
So
Does any of your friends podcast parents do podcasts?
no,
Nope.
because they're not cool like us.
Because they're fucking losers.
Losers. So yeah,
Any of your friends' parents play Fortnite? They
They-
cracked at Fortnite?
are they cracked at Fortnite like your mama?
Nope.
Nope. So yeah, it was a good weekend. I don't know. It's just the days seem long. I don't seem like I get enough sleep. But then I feel like I don't want to miss out on anything either. I drink, hold on, I got to sit up because I swear I'm getting lower and lower in my chair.
Before you know it, you're on the ground.
Yes, on the ground with the mic was about to hit me in the head and I'm like, God dang.
Mm.
So what was I gonna say? Oh, so because of me streaming, because of me, playing games all the time, I started drinking a lot. And I told myself yesterday, I told the guys, I said, hey, all week is gonna be number water for me. I'm just gonna push the water. I just need to just kind of
Hydration.
I just kind of need to cleanse myself and just like you said, hydrate myself.
Reset.
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 Fucking power goes out. Sally brings out the drinking games.
Line them up.
Line them up.
Let's start shot.
She started making. She made me a drink. It was like pineapple, Malibu, and yeah, okay, pineapple Malibu, orange juice.
Uh-huh.
So she makes it in this glass that Natalie bought us for our housewarming. And she puts the straw in there, and it's this big old straw. And I'm like, one drink out of that would take the whole thing.
Boba straw.
It's like a big old boba straw. I'm like, the fuck?
Is there some boba in the bottom of this drink?
Yeah, well, I told her that this games that she had us playing, we're going to have her really having a conversation with her therapist because there was some things said. There was some things said that would probably make you blush. So,
Uh-oh.
yeah.
I'm glad I was at work.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, so I texted the guys and I told them, well, that shit's out the window. And one of them laughed and he goes, that lasted all of 22 hours. I was like, no shit, right? Fuck. I tried. It's not my fault. This damn power's fault for going out.
Mhm.
I didn't have nothing to do. And then check it out. The internet was messing up. And I was on the cellular. It just started messing up. I'm
Well, it
like,
got really windy out there, so
yeah.
like it was
At one point
hurricane.
so the thing was that before the power went out, we got an alert. Like an hour before it went out. Maybe even longer. But we got an alert on the alarm to tell us that there was a tornado. It was a tornado warning. So I had my coworkers like texting me, "Are you okay?" Like, yeah, I'm good, thank you. And I swore I saw the light flicker. So I asked Sally, "Did the light flicker?" And she was like, "Nope." Okay. About 15 minutes later, it started flickering like
Oh,
crazy. It was like flicker off, on and off, on and off. And I was just kind of sitting here like, should I be doing
it's gonna
something?
happen.
Should I be turning stuff off? Like, I don't know. And then finally it went out and I tried to call my supervisor, but the call didn't go through. So I called another coworker and I was like, hey, let our supervisor know 401. Like I had to go, like I had no choice. Power's gone
Yeah.
and I have no internet. So yeah, it was fucking,
Early day.
yeah, it sucked. And then Sally's walking around, so she's gonna try to wash the dishes, and she's like, "The water's getting colder." And she goes, "Oh shit!" She was like, first she goes, "Who put the sponge under all these dishes?" I said, "Not me." Well, I don't know if it wasn't me. Could have been me, but it wasn't me. I don't know. I don't think it was me. And so she gets the sponge out from under all the dishes, and she starts to, wash. And she goes, "Hey, the water's getting colder and colder."
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, "Oh shit! The disposal doesn't work because there's no electricity." And we laugh. She goes, "First world problems." And the funny thing is that she grew up never knowing what a disposal was her entire life up until
Yeah.
August. She
Now
had
she's
no idea.
bougie.
Now she's like, "Oh my god, first world problems." And then
Mm-hmm. What
she
is this? A third world country?
so then she's like, "I need a light." She goes, "Hey, we got a Bluetooth speaker from my friend Nina. Her and her husband couldn't make it to the housewarming party, so they sent over some
Mm-hmm.
items like candle and then these speakers." And she goes, "Does this have a light?" Because it looked like a lantern. And she
Yeah.
pressed the little light, and she was like, "Oh, look, like the Victorian times." She was like, "How do these
Mm.
people see back in the day
I
with
know.
candles? You can't see anything." I'm like, they
The
didn't.
pioneer days.
Yeah, they didn't see shit. That's the thing. They didn't see a fucking thing.
What happened is whenever the sun went down, they went to sleep.
Yeah, yeah. There's no reason to be up.
They got plenty of rest.
No reason to be up. So
Hmm.
it was pretty tough
And
today.
then we got on. We're like, okay, well, we got to do it. We got to record and shit like that. So started getting set up, and what do you know? Everything's all jacked up with the audio
We did
and
this
the
for an
programs and
hour.
all that.
It was an
Yeah,
hour. We were
yeah,
fucking with this for a fucking hour, and I wanted to give
yeah.
up. I wanted to just like, you know what, never mind, because I
It's,
I felt that you were getting angry, and I'm so glad you stayed in a decent mood, but I was getting mad.
it's the it's the point. It's the being so far from each other
Yes, the up
in
and
the
down.
house is that's the thing. Me having to go downstairs, look at it, and then I have to be at my computer for some of the sounds and stuff to see if they're working. So we had to get had to get Sally to come over here and be a stand-in and be our sound check person
Yeah,
and just sit here and talk.
she did great. Like when I ask you to like, okay, listen, I'm trying to listen, do some testing. You sit there and it's silence, and I'm like, could you please say something? But Sally was like, test, 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 test. 1, 2, 3, 4. She went through the alpha. I told her do the alphabet. So she went through the
Mm-hmm.
alphabet. Then she went through the months. Then she started counting. Yeah. So she did really good.
She's like, "Oh, you're gonna have to start paying me." I said, "Well, when we start getting paid for this podcast, then you'll get paid for this podcast." So
Did she
maybe you
really
ought to
say
start,
that?
yeah.
The
Then maybe you ought
fucking
to start promoting our
audacity.
podcast for us.
The audacity. I ain't paying her
Hmm.
shit.
Yeah, you thought she was doing that out of the goodness of her heart?
I did. I was
Nah,
sitting here promote like,
nah, man.
I
She
have
wants to
a
get paid.
good daughter.
She
She's
wants
so
fucking.
great.
She wants to be have producer credits and shit put on
Mm-mm.
there.
Mm-mm.
You know, she wants
No.
her name on there.
Oh no. No, no, no.
Crazies on the mic plus Sally, the title.
For one appearance.
She's trying to get some of the rights to the show,
You know what?
royalties.
I'm looking at something. I really just hope this records. Because if this doesn't, I give up.
It's a little record thing red.
The record thing is recording. That's not the issue. It's that I'm looking at OBS and I see guest audio and the little eyeball. It's the only one. The little eyeball's crossed out.
Well, that one, it's the Discord.
Okay.
I changed it from the guest audio to Discord.
Okay.
As long as that little slider's moving when I talk, then it's getting sound.
Okay. I
know?
was just getting really worried. I was going to get really pissed off. Like,
You're about to flip the table.
I was about to fucking flip it because god dang. So yeah. So
Well,
I
some recording's better than nothing,
yeah. Yeah, this one
even though this was kind of thrown together.
yeah, this was not what we normally want to put out. But I almost feel like it was a filler just for the simple fact that
This is a filler episode. This is one of those animes where they had the filler episode. This is one.
this is one
Don't
of those
skip it. You still got to watch it because it still has bits and pieces for the main story.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
now
like
you're gonna be lost.
like the fucking musicals. I fucking hate that shit. Those were fucking fillers. Every fucking show in the world, every show has a goddamn musical.
A musical episode.
I hate that
Those are your
shit.
favorites.
Hate them. Like, this is so stupid.
That's stupid that they do that shit.
This
man.
is so stupid. Freaking.
They've been starting to do that shit like fucking like
It was
what,
like all of
past
them.
5 years or
Oh
something.
no.
Ever since they came out with those stupid shows that had the singing and shit in it, you know?
Oh no, 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 no. Remember ER, the show ER? They had it.
Sure,
Will and
I don't
Grace.
remember that.
Will and Grace had one. How I Met Your Mother had one. Oh, I think even The Simpsons have had one. I'm like, God
I don't
damn.
watch The Simpsons, so
So what?
Hmm.
What's wrong with
I
you?
don't watch The Simpsons.
Never?
You don't watch The Simpsons
Not
either.
faithfully, but when I was younger.
You'd never watch The
I
Simpsons.
did. I know who Bart Simpson is and Lisa
I know
Simpson.
who they are, but it doesn't mean,
And Homer.
you know,
Dope.
nah, I don't know. I just never got into those shows.
I even think Always Sunny in Philadelphia may have had one too.
I'm pretty
I
sure.
don't know.
Yeah,
All I know is I hate those things. Those are fucking fillers. You'll never have that here. I promise you. I
start
promise.
singing.
I know. You'll never have that here. Me. Yeah, that's so fucking stupid. I can't stand that shit. And people love it, and I'm like, why?
I know.
Hold on, but don't get me wrong. They're musicals. I love musicals.
Yeah, but you like the musicals like that. They're movies.
Yeah, like Annie, the original Annie.
Yeah.
Okay, I am 100% behind the original Annie.
You know why?
Why?
Because you're expecting that it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
musical.
Yeah.
You know, you're not expecting to turn on your favorite TV show and it happens to be the one where they fucking doing dance and numbers and singing in it. You know. But even then, the movies now, I can't watch the musical ones. Just like that one, that Christmas movie that came out with Will Ferrell and Adam and
I couldn't watch that
Ryan
one.
Reynolds.
Yeah, I couldn't watch it.
It was a fucking. I didn't know it was a musical.
Yeah,
I
me
kind of
neither.
found out last minute that it was a musical, and I was like, man, I can't watch this shit, man.
I couldn't either. I couldn't watch it.
Mm-mm.
I kind of wondered if I should
It's
watch
called
it.
Spirit.
later.
I think it's called Spirit.
Yeah, I kind of wondered if I should try to watch it, but I was just like, it just really rubbed me wrong. I'm like, no.
It's the old musicals
Yeah.
that you grew up watching.
Yeah. So,
You know.
yeah, I did. Yeah. Like, I know that I'm going to watch A White Christmas. That is intentionally a musical.
But you watch The Producers,
I love The Producers.
the newer one.
Yeah. Love it. Sign me up. Love it. You know what's funny? Because I think even in Blazing Saddles, there's a musical part in there, just like a split second. No, I think, yeah, something. Yeah, no. There's a couple of little scenes, and I'm okay with that. That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even, no, it's not like a musical. They're like performances, so it's different. Yeah. So no, you won't ever have that. That's not the kind of filler you have. This is your filler. This is the filler.
Just rambling.
I was just going to literally say that. The rambling one. The rambling one, because we don't know what else to do with ourselves. So it's getting late.
Yeah.
It's a school night.
For me.
For me? Me too.
Yeah, but you don't. Yeah, but you always stay up late anyways.
Yeah. Hey, dude, guess what?
Hmm.
I almost
What?
missed my alarm.
Chicken butt.
that was the second time that was said today. I asked this girl Emily. I said, "Hey Emily, guess what?" She goes, "Chicken butt." I was like, "Oh my god!" I was just thinking that. No, I didn't. My alarm was going off like crazy.
Uh-oh.
I was sleeping. I did not want to get up. I was like, "Just let this go. Let it go." So,
Well, all right. I think we're gonna call it end on this filler episode of Crazies on the Mic. Don't skip out on the filler episodes. They're still good too.
yeah, they're good, and they have little hints of future episodes that you may not understand what's going on if you didn't listen to the filler.
Mm-hmm. We might talk about something next week about this week, and if you didn't do your homework, you're gonna be lost. And there's gonna be a pop quiz next week.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm gonna let you know now. There's a pop quiz, so
Yes.
you better listen to this one.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. Mm-hmm. All right. Well,
All right. Well, Crazies on the Mic.
we're out.
We're out. See you next time.
Bye.
Oh, don't forget to follow us on your podcast, your favorite podcasts. We're on so we're on Spotify, we're on Amazon, we're on Apple, but the Apple fucking podcast app is be tripping, man. I don't know what's wrong with that. I don't know if it's just our phone or my phone or whatever. But if you catch us on the Apple one, follow us on there. Follow us on Google Play if you have the Android one. So we're on all of those. So don't forget to follow us so that you don't miss out on new episodes. You get the alert and stuff like that. So
yeah, and we're on Instagram. We do have a TikTok.
everything on across all the social media, it's all Crazies on the Mic. Just look up Crazies on the Mic and you'll find us.
Yeah.
So
and if there's something that you're kind of curious about, or you want to see, you want to send some questions,
leave us a comment, man.
Yeah,
leave us a comment.
Let us know.
Interact with our social media, and if you want to hear us talk about something, or you want to ask questions about the podcast or whatever, don't be scared to ask questions.
Yeah.
So if you're still listening to this very end right now, you're a real one.
Yeah, you are a real one. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Talk to you later.
Crazies on the Mic now. We really what?
We're out. Bye.
Peace.